So Hit Factory Sessions, basically the idea behind it was to give local artists a new platform to showcase their music, because we see a lot of local artists do covers, and there is really no platform for them to promote their local music. So the whole point behind it is to do like a stripped down version of their originals, so that it would be easier for us to record and for us to promote the songs as originals that come out of Sri Lanka. So that's basically what his Hit Factory Sessions is all about. It was quite special because it's the first time that I worked with CC. I've known CC for a long time, since I've schooled with him, and I've seen him mature as a performer from his days from Salvage to Hopeless Poet, and it was always I've always wanted to record his voice and do a song with him, and I love the fact that Hit Factory Sessions that we were able to accommodate him, and it was an amazing experience and quite easy to work with. Those three guys that recorded, Suren, CC and Shehan, probably three of the most humblest guys you'll meet, but extremely talented, and it was an amazing experience. Second one is going to be a Sinhala one, and it's a famous song that was covered by, that's done by a band called Nemesis. It's called Chakite, and trying to get Mihindu to do a stripped down version. We have already recorded the track, so we're trying to do the final balancing and the mastering and everything, and hopefully end of March, fingers crossed, it'll be out there. Hey guys, Nishan Daniel from Hit Factory. I'm a recording engineer and a producer. You're going to be watching the first episode of Hit Factory Sessions. It's a song, Remember Me by CC, exclusively here on Sindhu TV. Enjoy.
If we can't have this moment forever, 'cause we let our minds lead the way. If we're helpless beyond something clever, and this dark it won't see the dawn of day. And as your silhouette dissolves in the distance, as my rainbow fades to gray, I hope you remember me, because I remember you till I forget to breathe. I remember you, so remember me, 'cause I remember you. Moments are now surely bitter, 'cause I'm left with days that never came. Blissful be yours and so much better if you turn back, maybe to call my name. And I pray you won't run for shelter when the memories begin to rain. I hope you remember me, because I remember you till I forget to breathe. I'll remember you, so remember me, 'cause I remember you till I forget to breathe. I remember you, so remember me, 'cause I remember you. remember me, 'cause I remember you.
Yeah, well, I started singing 13 years ago, around 2001, 2002, and haven't really looked back since then. But my road path has always been kind of twisty-turly, because I've gone from solo to a band, solo to another band, and I even juggle a few projects at the same time. So I've done a few things. I've released I'm not very proud to say this, but I've released one single as a solo artist actually the beginning of last year, but with bands, my previous bands being, the very first actually being Reap. Very few people know about this band, but those are the guys who actually got me started singing with the Kalpiti Methodist Church. It was kind of a youth fellowship band, really had fun there, and that's where I actually came out of my box as a singer, not really artist. In 2007, I performed for TNL on stage and managed to bag the Best Solo category title. So ever since then, I've been more pushing towards the band environment, because I like the dynamics of band, and I like to have a lot of loud music in my ears when on stage. So yeah, I've been a part of a band called Breath Space, which had a few singles out. Right after that, I formed my own band with this guy called, very talented shredder called James Mather, and that was kind of our baby. It was called Salvage, and right now we just reformed Salvage, and we are going full steam ahead. A very noteworthy mention of what else I was doing over the last 2 years was this band called Amadeus, which turned into Hopeless Poet, and it was a very experimental band for me, because the vocal style and stuff, the melody lines, the kind of music genre-wise was very different, but I really loved, because it was more aggressive kind of music. So yeah, musically I like my solo acoustic soft music, and also my hard raging aggressive music. But right now I'm fully concentrating on Salvage. We already have 5 singles out. We had 5 singles out 2 years ago, and we are looking at recording a new album this year. We've had several performances already. We went acoustic at Melomanic Sessions in December last year. We played in front of a big youth audience at Revolution of Sounds, which just finished in early February. So the plan right now is we've hit the studios and we're really recording, because there's only me and Sajjana Bhupati from the original lineup, and the dynamics of the band has really changed. So has the sound a bit, but everybody in the band was already a fan of the band before we broke up. So that's a really good thing, because these guys already connected to Salvage's music and what Salvage sounded like at that time. So our plan immediately is we are working on 8 to 10 tracks that we are hoping to put out as an album end of the year. But you might hear teasers and little snippets of sound being thrown at you just for your opinions before that. So maybe in another month or two you might hear some kind of new music from Salvage. Right now we're in the studios. Okay, so Melomanic Sessions, very simply put, is acoustic music bliss. The core thing that attracts people to Melomanic Sessions is the ambience and the music. There's nothing else. It's not the atmosphere. It's not to socialize. It's just come there and be part of that experience where there are so many talented people throwing their music acoustically. So Actually, it came out of a place that there's nothing like this happening in Sri Lanka. No platform for people to, people meaning performance and an audience to actually go and listen to good, solid acoustic music where there's a level of talent that is constant. So Melomanic Sessions is two things. To the eyes, it's beautiful. We make the ambience very warm and very easygoing. To the ears, it's beautiful. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I do. Okay. So yeah, as a slight distraction from the awesome music that's always there, there's chocolate cake, a very gooey, delightful chocolate. I don't know. I can't really explain it. You need to have it. So it's become a part of Melo, the Melomanic Sessions. Melo cake, made by the Warehouse Project and Mel, has become an indispensable confectionery at the sessions. The movement, I think, is about getting voice or giving a voice to the artists that don't have a voice and don't have the right platform to go international. And I think the movement is doing an awesome job at really throwing what we have in Sri Lanka for the world to see. And I mean, that's always good, because what we are missing is the connection between the listener who would appreciate you and the artist. So if there's no connection, there's no point between the supply and the demand. So movement is, I think, actually working on making that connection and exposing the things that are unexposed and should be exposed to the talent. Yeah. So something that we are really lacking in Sri Lanka is a platform for original music, English original music, I would say mostly, to actually have a voice in the international arena. And it's obvious that a connection between the audiences and the performers is missing. And if anyone is willing to, pull up their socks and do this for the artist, like Sindhu TV is doing through this show, that's definitely, exciting news. And we'd love to see what the international people would like to think about the music that's coming out of the island. And I mean, I'm sure it's going to be more another reason for them to actually come down and check out this lovely place. Hey, this is CC, and you're checking out The Movement on Sindhu TV.
basically, I haven't grown up in Sri Lanka. I grew up in Singapore and then I moved to Australia. So I can't really say that I know much of the homegrown music scene, but I have encountered a few artists that I really like, which is probably Magic Box Mix-Up, Longest a Month, I think he's great, and Vanidu, of course. And for influences who inspire me to be an artist, that would be Jay-Z and Beyonce, most probably, yeah. They're my number ones if I had to pick. Probably storytelling and really, really honest. I always try to be humble about what I write because I feel honesty will help the listener relate to me and my stories. Forget what everybody else says. Do what you need to do to make yourself happy. Because once I started ignoring what other people said and started writing what really was in my heart, I was really happy about it. And there's been a lot of great response to my music because I chose to ignore what other people said. Well, there's always going to be haters, especially when it comes to females, because they don't expect females to deliver. So when I do get on stage, I try to make sure that I'm at the level of others, but make sure that I can even beat them, because you have to. If you fall short a tiny bit, they will bring you down. They'll do anything to bring you down just because you're female. And plus, being a rapper, that's like an easy target. But you just gotta be yourself and own it. Okay, so I'm really good with dogs. I'm amazing with dogs. I think it's a gift that I have. And it's also, it was a hobby, and then I realized it was a gift that I have with dog psychology. I can help a lot of people understand their dogs and whatever behavior issues they have with their animals. So that's definitely one of the big things. And probably my favorite sport is Taekwondo. I don't think many people know that, so that's pretty cool too. Okay, ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so if I had to pick, I don't know if it's possible, but probably either Vanidu or something, because that dude's crazy when he's on stage. I like that a lot, but I don't know how that would work. But hey, if it happens, that's cool. Okay, Vanidu, if you're watching, send me some beats so we can make some magic happen, all right? Hi guys, my name is Melissa Steven. You're gonna check out my track, Believe, exclusively on the Movement Sindhu TV.
So I was standing on the corner of the street one day, kids at play, doing their thing. I wanna be somewhere someday, thinking like, hey, I'ma pave my way. Might not make it doing that job, like it don't pay enough. I'll keep going, I'm strong and tough, but in my head I'm a J and puff. Rhymes developing on the bus, matters in my mind I wanna discuss. Bad business, don't need that, just say hush, that ain't my rush. Like ML King, I have a dream. I got needs, doing good deeds. Come here, let me get you up to speed. Like Fast and Furious, this is Miss Steven. Alone mysterious, where I go cause I'm curious. When it comes to dough, I make more buck. Quit fronting, let me see what you got. Stop, hold up, I'ma see from the top. we gotta do is have faith. Won't shy away, cause I'm here to stay. Saw Beyonce live on stage. That's right, I'ma meet her one day. Checking my flow, we'll share the flow. In Spain, a little loco. Chocolate skin, like cocoa. My heart beats faster, I want some more. Just a girl from Colombo who won't take no for an answer. Like to take chances, time just passes too fast to get caught up. So go on, just back up. I am climbing to the top. When I get there, I ain't never coming back. Back, back, back. Believe. That's the way I roll. I got the sickest flow. I know how to take it slow, speed it up and get some more. Fame, fortune, I do no wrong. Don't trip on dope, choke no smoke. Keep it real with Coco Chanel. I rock originals. I am original. I don't need profanity. Music, I keep it clean. It's not about celebrity. Skills like this is to me. Girl like this has gotta be seen. I'm a beat so pristine. This is my time, so please believe. Please believe. Believe.
Freezing, West is set on a pillow made of concrete. Again, oh, feeling, maybe you'll see a little better Saturdays. Ooh, yeah. Oh, hand down, faces that see some again ain't that familiar. Oh, yeah. Oh, talk queen, he can't help when he's happy to say. Oh, yeah. River flow, thoughts are red like butterflies. Oh, we don't know, so we chases them away, yeah. Ooh, and someday, we'll begin this life again, life again, life again. Kneeling, looking for the baby, though he doesn't know to read. Ooh, yeah. Oh, pray now. Now there's something that has never showed him anything. Yeah. Oh, feeling. Now the sense of weather of the winter is on its way. Oh, ceilings. Few and far bigger than all the legal laws of shame. Oh, yeah. River flow, thoughts are wrapped like butterflies. Oh, we don't know, so we chases them away, yeah.
Stigmata from the metal scene, Stigmata, and there were a few other bands back in the days which really inspired me as well. But currently, you said, right? So I guess currently it would be Stigmata. Then one of my dear friends called Nathan, who's an acoustic guitarist and a vocalist, and yeah. So, and let's see the third person. I would say Shehara Jatilaka, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So yeah, 3.